When exiting a highway, you should slow down. A. On the main road, just before the exit lane. B. Once you see a toll booth. C. Once you have moved into the exit lane. D. When you first see the exit sign. C. Once you have moved into the exit lane. When exiting a highway, you should get into the exit lane well in advance. Do not begin to slow down until after you have moved into the exit lane. You are driving on a busy street and your vehicle's accelerator sticks open. You should A. Blow your horn. B. Slam on your brakes. C. Turn on your four-way flashers. D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. If your vehicle's accelerator sticks open, your vehicle will continue to maintain its speed or accelerate, even if you remove your foot from the gas pedal. Turn off the ignition, using care to move the ignition switch only far enough to stop the engine and not engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. Apply your brakes and move off the road to a safe area. When driving under snowy or icy conditions. A. It is safe to use your cruise control. B. Make speed and directional changes more gradually than you would otherwise. C. Drive as you would under normal conditions. This sign means A. Pedestrians walking along the road ahead. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Pedestrians must not cross here. D. Be alert for construction workers on the road. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign indicates the presence of a pedestrian crossing. Drivers should be cautious when driving where pedestrians may be present.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
A flashing yellow light at an intersection means that you should A. Slow down and proceed with care. B. Continue normally through the intersection. C. Stop and proceed when a green light appears. D. Stop and proceed when the way is clear. A. Slow down and proceed with care. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means caution. If you approach such a light, slow down, look, and proceed with care. Which of the following is true about driving on a wet roadway? A. As you drive faster, your tires become less effective. B. Water does not affect cars with good tires. C. Deep water is less dangerous than shallow water. D. As you decrease your speed, the roadway becomes more slippery. A. As you drive faster, your tires become less effective. The faster you drive on a wet roadway, the less effective your tires will be at wiping the water from the road. If your speed becomes excessive enough, your tires will lose their grip on the road entirely and you will begin to hydroplane, that is, to slide down the road on a film of water. When driving in fog, you should use your high beam headlights. A. True. B. False. B. False. You should use your low beam headlights when driving in fog. High beams will reflect back at the driver and lower visibility. You may drink alcoholic beverages in a vehicle on a public highway? A. As long as you aren't driving. B. If you are riding in the back seat. C. If you are riding in the back of a pickup truck. D. Under no circumstances. D. Under no circumstances. It is against the law to consume or possess any alcoholic beverage while on a public road or sidewalk. Additionally, storing an open alcoholic beverage container in an area of a motor vehicle normally occupied by the driver or passenger is prohibited on any public road. When changing lanes, you should never a. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. b. Change lanes abruptly or spontaneously. c. Check for other vehicles moving into the same lane. Round signs indicate a. No passing zones, b. School zones, c. Upcoming railroad crossings, d. Hospitals, c. Upcoming railroad crossings. Round signs warn drivers of an upcoming railroad crossing area. Drivers should use extra caution when approaching a railroad crossing. This sign means a. Watch for trucks. b. Do not pass trucks. c. Truck parking area ahead. d. Steep downgrade ahead. d. Steep downgrade ahead. This sign warns of the presence of a hill ahead. If you plan to pass another vehicle, you should a. Not assume the other driver will make space for you to return to your lane. b. Assume the other driver will let you pass if you use your turn signal. c. Assume the other driver will maintain a constant speed. a. Not assume the other driver will make space for you to return to your lane. Even when you signal, you should not assume that the space you want to occupy is free or that other drivers will give you the right of way. When approaching an intersection that has a stop sign but no painted crosswalk, you must a. Stop your vehicle inside the unmarked crosswalk. b. Stop before entering the unmarked crosswalk. c. Stop at the stop sign. It does not matter if you are in the crosswalk or not. b. Stop before entering the unmarked crosswalk. When approaching an intersection with a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop before entering the crosswalk. The crosswalk may be marked or unmarked. While driving at night, you may use your parking lights instead of headlights. a. True. b. False. b. False. It is unlawful to drive at night using only your parking lights. You must use your headlights when driving in lowered visibility. When parking uphill next to a curb, set the parking brake and a. Keep the rear tires against the curb. b. Keep the front tires straight ahead. c. Turn your steering wheel away from the curb. d. Turn your steering wheel toward the curb. c. Turn your steering wheel away from the curb. When parking facing uphill on a street that has a curb, set your parking brake and turn your steering wheel away from the curb. This way, if your vehicle starts to roll, it will roll into the curb. You need to use extra caution when driving near a pedestrian using a white cane because a. He or she is deaf. b. He or she is a police officer. c. He or she is blind. d. He or she has poor balance. c. He or she is blind. When driving near a blind pedestrian who is carrying a white cane or walking with a guide dog, you must slow down, yield the right of way, and then proceed with caution. Be prepared to stop your vehicle in order to prevent injury or danger to the pedestrian. Always signal when a. Changing lanes. b. Pulling into or out of a parking space. c. Pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. d. All of the above. d. All of the above. Always use the proper turn signal when changing lanes, pulling into or out of a parking space, or pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Communicate with other drivers on the road to help prevent accidents. To let other drivers know that you intend to turn, signal at least. Fill in the blank. Feet in advance. A. 50. B. 100. C. 150. B. 100. Signal your intention to turn at least 100 feet before the point where you plan to change directions. This allows other drivers time to safely react to your movements. When driving at night, using only your parking lights is unlawful. A. True. B. False. A. True. It is unlawful to drive at night using only your parking lights. Drivers are required to use their headlights when driving in the dark. Construction zone signs are generally A. Square or rectangular with white and red coloring. B. Round or octagonal with black and yellow coloring. C. Diamond-shaped or rectangular with orange and black coloring. C. Diamond-shaped or rectangular with orange and black coloring. All temporary signs in work zones have an orange background with black letters or symbols. These signs are found on the right side of the road, or on both the left and right sides if the roadway is a divided highway. Motorists are not required to yield to pedestrians if they are walking against the traffic light. A. True. B. False. B. False. You must always yield the right of way to pedestrians. Be aware of the possibility that pedestrians may misjudge traffic signals and cross against a light. You have stopped for a train at a railroad crossing. After the train passes, you should A. Wait for signal lights to stop flashing. B. Look for a second train. C. Both of the above. C. Both of the above. Even after a train passes, watch out for a second train approaching on any track. Do not proceed until all gates have been lifted and all warning signals have stopped flashing. While driving on the interstate, you see vehicles on the entrance ramp to your right. You should A. Increase your speed to beat the vehicles that are on the entrance ramp. B. Stay in your lane. C. Merge left to allow them space for a smooth, safe entry. C. Merge left to allow them space for a smooth, safe entry. When you are driving on the interstate and see vehicles on an entrance ramp to your right, you should signal and move to the left to allow them a smooth and safe entry. If it is unsafe to merge left, adjust your speed to help the incoming traffic merge. When driving on the interstate, you should use the left lane. A. To exit. B. To overtake or pass another vehicle. C. Before crossing the median. B. To overtake or pass another vehicle. On an interstate highway, you should stay in the right lane unless you are passing another vehicle. You should not exceed the speed limit when passing. This symbol is used for A. Dangerous intersections. B. Slow-moving vehicles. C. Yield signs. B. Slow-moving vehicles. A reflective orange triangle on the rear of a vehicle means it travels only at slow speeds. You may see this sign on roadwork equipment, farm vehicles, or horse-drawn wagons and carriages. It appears as a solid orange triangle during the day and a hollow red triangle at night.